Pleased to be joined on the Sportswrap with Mark Williams from Virginia Beach, just drafted 15th overall by the Charlotte Hornets. So, Mark, let's get the first thing out of the way, and that is, what does it feel like to have reached that goal of hearing your name called in the NBA draft?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's something I've been dreaming of since I was, as young as I can remember. So for that dream to become a reality is really exciting.
Let's go back to that night on draft night if we can. We have video of you in New York City with your family. There you are hearing your name called. Your family's there. You told me before the draft you weren't going to know until the moment happened. It was going to be surreal. So tell me, what was that moment like to finally live it?
Yeah, as much as you try to prepare yourself mentally, it's definitely just different. I've been, like I said, it's been a dream of mine for as long as I can remember, and for Adam Silver to, say my name was pretty cool moment.
And I'm sure it had to have meant something extra for your family to be there as well.
Definitely. They've been supporting me the whole way. So, for them to all be there, for my sister to be there, and both my sisters to be there, was pretty exciting. Definitely meant a lot.
And I'm sure this moment had to have been pretty exciting too. Let's roll the clip of the phone call that you had before the draft moment.
Congratulations, man. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, man. I hope you get in the gym, start working on your game, and make a difference.
Yes, sir. Right away.
And even though you're a Dookie, I take pride in that we did draft you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I had to put the beef aside.
All right, my brother. Well, good luck, all right?
Thank you.
All right. You play at Duke for Coach K, arguably the greatest coach of our generation. Mm-hmm. Then you get a phone call from the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan. Put into words what that phone call was like.
It was crazy. For MJ to call me, to talk to me, obviously meant a lot. And then, like he said, for him to draft me, obviously, no matter where I went, that would mean a lot. But, to hear it from Michael Jordan was definitely a special experience.
And I think it was a little funny there to hear, hey, he's a Tar Heel, you're a Blue Devil, let's put it aside. I think that was kind of the smart route to go, right?
Yeah, I had to mention that one for sure.
And I can tell you this right now, I don't know where you were before being drafted on the debate side of LeBron versus MJ, but I bet you I know where you fall now, right?
Yeah.
What is the most exciting thing about playing for Charlotte, a place that's only about a 5-hour drive away from here, not too far away from your family? What's the best thing about getting drafted by the Charlotte Hornets?
All of those things. And then definitely team-wise, I feel like it's a great opportunity there for me. They're an up-and-coming team, on the brink of the playoffs. So hopefully, with me being there, we can get over the hump.
Big star there is LaMelo Ball, and the thing that a lot of people were talking about was the fact that he, one of the best assist leaders in the league.
For sure.
You're a big target under the rim, so do you feel like that fit can really mesh well?
Definitely. I think he'll make my life a lot easier, and hopefully I can make his a lot easier. So, playing with a guy like that that's willing to pass the ball, willing to make plays is definitely really exciting.
I want to go back to some video. Let's take a trip down memory lane here and show just what you were working with at Norfolk Academy. Does this kind of bring up some memories here?
Yeah, for sure.
Tell me about how much this kid here, you were still 7 foot back then, by the way, too.
Yeah, close.
Tell me about how much this kid dreamt of playing in the NBA and kind of what fueled you during those days.
Yeah, it was still a big dream. Obviously playing with all my guys, just playing hard every night. And then now to have that opportunity to play at the highest stage is really exciting for me.
How many of those guys have you kept in touch with, and how many of those guys gave you texts and phone calls and saying, hey, Mark, congratulations, man.
Yeah.
Remember those days playing in the, playing after school and enjoying the time together? How many of those phone calls did you receive?
Yeah, I got a number of texts and calls. I tried my best to respond, but it was a lot of people. Shout out to everybody that reached out. I really appreciate it.
How about David McCormick? I know you guys never had a chance to play on the same court together, but both Norfolk Academy alum, and he just signed a contract with the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah.
So have you reached out to him? Have you kind of kept in contact and said, hey, congrats to him?
Yeah, for sure. He reached out to me too. So, there's definitely still love there. We definitely check in with each other.
You guys have really formed something that's special. There really haven't been a whole lot of names from Hampton Roads that have been selected in the NBA draft over the past 2 decades. So what does that mean to have the 757 on your shoulder and to be able to represent Hampton Roads now going to the NBA?
Yeah, it means a lot. It's a pretty cool honor, a pretty cool accomplishment. On my chain that I wore, I had the 757 on it at the top of it. So, I mean, it was pretty cool, to have that, be a part of me is pretty exciting for me.
And I want to go back to your Duke years. We were obviously able to see a lot of your special gifts on display here at Duke, and I want to know, being able to play for Coach K, especially in his last season, how special was that, and what were the biggest things that you learned from him?
Yeah, it was a great experience. I think, honestly, it prepared me for the next level, just so much media attention on us, every game. Teams are trying to beat us, play spoilers. So, I learned a lot from Coach, just the value of hard work, stuff like that, communication, those sort of things. And, even he reached out, after I got drafted, still checks in with me all the time. So, shout out to Coach.
So that's going to be a relationship that you're going to carry with you for not only the rest of your career, but the rest of your life.
Definitely.
And that's something that it seems like a lot of players have said too, that Coach K is the kind of guy that always keeps in touch with his players and always mentors them even as they head into their pro years.
Yeah, definitely. Like, the brotherhood is real. Coach always reaches out, even my teammates, the 4 others that got drafted in our class, we texted each other, it's been a dream of ours. So we definitely talk all the time, still talk all the time, and, those are all going to be my guys forever.
And speaking of somebody who is going to be somebody that you're going to look up to for the rest of your life as well, it's actually your sister Elizabeth Williams, and not the only one who can play at the pro level.
Yeah.
Elizabeth was drafted obviously 4th overall in the WNBA draft. What kind of a mentor has she been, and how much has it meant to you to have someone like that in your life that can guide you through this?
Yeah, it's been huge for me. Obviously, she's a huge resource, someone I can ask anything about. She got drafted 4th overall, and she's been, in the league ever since. So someone that plays at the highest level, I can always ask anything about, and that's really important.
Let's talk next steps real quick, and that is you're going to play in the Summer League coming up?
Yep, in Vegas.
So what are going to be the goals, and what are going to be the things that you are going to hope to accomplish from the Summer League, then moving on to the regular season?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to win a Summer League championship. That's going to be really important for us. Definitely starting to, gel with some of the guys there. And then obviously when I get with the rest of the team in training camp and, heading into the regular season, just, building that chemistry, playing hard on both ends of the floor and ultimately winning.
Being a first-round draft pick, what kind of pressure comes with that?
I mean, there's pressure regardless. You're an NBA player now. It's turned into a job. So just being able to perform night in and night out, putting your best effort on the floor every single night is ultimately what's most important.
And finally, what would you consider to be a success in your first year in the league?
Yeah, I mean, just continuing to develop as a player. Obviously winning. I'm huge on winning. And, just, being that guy that, everybody loves to play with.
Well, we've enjoyed watching you play ever since you took the court at Norfolk Academy. From Norfolk Academy to Duke, ACC Defensive Player of the Year, and now makes it to the NBA, the 15th overall pick by the Charlotte Hornets. Everyone in Hampton Roads is proud to see what you've accomplished, and we can't wait to see what you have in the league. So, Mark Williams, thank you so much for taking the time to stop by with us on the Sportswrap. Enjoy a little bit of time off and enjoy the Summer League.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mark Williams, 15th overall draft pick by the Charlotte Hornets.